Thanks for tuning into GH Talk. Yesterday was Christmas and I hope you all had a great holiday. To those of you who don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a great Hanukkah. Those who are getting ready to start Kwanzaa. I was about to say congratulations. No, that's not right. Enjoy your Kwanzaa. General Hospital will be returning with new episodes, and I did want to talk about a storyline that I am looking forward to the most going into 2019, and that's with Michael, Willow, Brad and Lucas, and this whole baby switch situation. There was never a doubt in my mind that Willow was the mother of that baby that was given to Brad and Lucas. Some fans were surprised and confused, so much so to they thought that the writers were writing it somehow that Michael had gotten Willow pregnant. I mean, the way the writers be doing rewrites, honey, that is entirely possible, but that's not the case. I'm just waiting for her to pull out the other half of that Dollar Tree necklace like the one that Nina had, because I firmly believe that she is Nina's daughter. There's no tangible proof of that, except for the instant dislike and disrespect that Nina showed Willow in her own classroom. I'm glad to know that Julian didn't threaten Willow in order to keep her from reclaiming her son. What's interesting is that in the adoption agreement, Willow specified that Julian was to be nowhere near the baby. Yet he was the one who was able to talk her out of getting her son back. Willow got a glimpse of Wiley as Julian allowed her to see photos that was given to him by Brad, and the poor woman is longing for a baby she can never have back. This story has so many layers to it, but I like that. Most viewers are ready for Michael to get his baby back. However, the way I see it, the story is still developing for a fallout that should and needs to have a major impact, especially when you consider the characters involved. Dr. O is a problem because she knows that the baby wasn't stillborn, and Nell did not mention to Brad that Dr. Obrecht was the one who helped her deliver. She makes it seem as though she was all by herself and she conquered all out there in those woods. Not that it's not possible, but honey, you didn't do that. If Dr. O comes for Brad, Julian can't handle that issue for him because Dr. O can't be handled. Plus, the only reason why Julian even agreed to help Brad was to protect Lucas and his happiness. Yet he doesn't know one major detail, that Brad lied to get his cooperation.
I saw a homeless woman. She was on the side of the road holding a baby in her arms.
He doesn't yet know that Wiley belongs to Nell and Michael. Sonny, Carly, Bobby, Sam, and anyone else who despises Julian is going to rake his ass over the coals when they find out. They won't believe him at first when he tells them that he had no idea who that baby belonged to. I just feel extremely bad for Willow because no matter how this turns out, she'll never have the opportunity to know her son. The other two victims in this story that I want to see gut-wrenching performances from is Lucas and Michael, the uncle-nephew duo of the situation. They are two of the nicest people that you'll ever meet. They are so sweet and they are getting the raw end of this deal. Lucas has no idea what his husband is up to along with his father, and Michael really just took Nell at face value. I've said this before, he should have got a DNA test done on that baby. Granted, I mean, if you're actually seeing that she has a baby, like, why would you think anything other than what she said? But she is a known liar, and I just feel like somebody should have said, hey, are we absolutely sure that that's Jonah? Like, she's not pulling one of her crazy stunts. But if it had, we wouldn't have the story that we do today. Some fans on social media have been expressing that they really don't want Michael to be a father yet. I'm one of those people where I was really hoping that Nell would have lost the baby or the baby would have turned out not to be Michael's, because I wanted to see more happen to him before he became a father. Now that the baby is born and it's definitely Michael's, of course I want him to have his son back. However, some are suggesting that Michael should just allow Lucas and Brad to continue raising the baby after he finds out the truth. Do you agree with that? What do you think will happen? Michael is really such a selfless person. Lucas, I can't imagine him not going to his nephew and telling him the truth. It looks like that on Wednesday's episode, Willow is going to open up to Michael. I hope Michael Michael does find out that the baby she gave up, she gave to Brad and Lucas, and maybe Willow will have a change of heart where she wants to be a part of her child's life, or she wants to get her son back, and that'll create a messy situation where Michael is supporting his new friend Willow, who he is clearly developing feelings for. And then you have Carly and Bobby and the whole family kind of split, like, Michael, you're taking this woman's side. And then at some point the truth comes out and it just blows up in everyone's faces. I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how the show executes this, especially since I don't trust them at all when it comes to writing a compelling storyline. They have what it takes. I just don't know, I don't trust them. But would you want Michael and Lucas to come to a compromise where they could both be a part of the child's life, but with Michael still being the father, raising Wiley underneath his own roof? I'm sorry, Jonah. His name is Jonah. I just don't see Michael learning the truth, and then just, it might cross his mind because he's just that type of person, but I fully believe that he intends to have his son with him. And I think it's in the best interest of the child, because once the truth comes out, then Nell will have a claim to that baby, and she could try to swoop in at any moment. You know she's not gonna stay behind bars forever. I'm ready to see the fallout. Hopefully we don't have to wait too much longer, because a lot of fans are ready for this to be done. We are sick of baby switches. This better be the last one for a very long time. I can't wait to see how Dr. O fits into all of this. I'm pretty sure she's probably gonna get the entire truth out of Nell. She knows the big secret that the baby is indeed alive, and if Nell doesn't give this woman what she wants, I mean, this is going to be really good. Love Dr. O. Do you think that Michael should just reclaim his baby and try to work things out so Lucas could still be a big part of the child's life? Do you feel bad for Julian in this situation, or do you feel like he should have just told the truth even though it would have hurt Lucas? Will this stall a Julexis reunion? I don't seem to think so, because Alexis, he held a knife to her throat. If she could get past that, she could sympathize or empathize with him on this situation. I feel like Kim is going to be the one to run off somewhere. And how much longer do you think this story is going to take before the reveal? Or how much longer do you think you can be patient in order for the truth to come out? As always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, GHers, take care.